No, I mean, I think with how we played in the preseason, last game against Calgary, our staples, how guys are dedicated and playing within the system and are detailed oriented and not just floating around. And so I knew we were ready to play, and we should feel confident in the last 5 weeks we had. But of course, winning against a team like that, it doesn't happen much, but we'll take it.
What does it do for your guys' confidence and belief? I know it's only one game, but you talk about all that work and to see it pay off on the ice.
Yeah, I mean, it means a lot. The last couple years have been tough, and we've started the season with them since I've been here, so 5 years in a row playing them, and it's always a war. And they were itching to go today. They were ready to go, and we were just playing really good hockey. And the real test is going to be Saturday.
So much talk about their power play. What was it like being able to have the success your guys' group too?
I mean, our power play's been good, for 4 or 5 years. If we're not top 5, we're top 10. So we're right there, and obviously they got a special group over there, but I feel real confident in the guys we got too.
How about Brock? You've seen him go through a lot of stuff the last few years for him to start like that.
Really happy and proud for Brock. I mean, I was just, telling someone out there that this just doesn't start tonight. I mean, the work he put in the last 5 months in the summer, I'll let him expand on some of those things. But, he really was ready to go this summer. Camp, he was ready to go. You can see his, not body language, but his energy, just how much he cares, yelling at guys and, getting into it. And he's got a lot of passion. He's ready to go, and I'm not surprised, but it was just, it starts with the work he put in this summer.
What did the captain's ceremony mean to you?
Very special. I mean, I was a little nervous. I didn't want, it to be about me and then those, 2 best players in the world coming in and lighting us up. So I wanted to just get the game going. But, looking back, it was really special to have, Trevor, who drafted me, and then working with Henrik and Stan within the last couple of years. It was a special moment for me and something hopefully I can, tell my kids about one day.
Quinn, what did you see in front of you? It seemed like your forwards were winning so many battles that they didn't have many opportunities coming at you.
Yeah, I mean, it all starts with our forwards. They drove the game for us. They were hard, chipping the body. I hate to use that terminology, but they were just really detailed-oriented and gave our D a lot of chances to, get back and have time with the puck. And then as far as, them being in the slots and being where they need to be, there was no mishaps today. They worked hard. And I think the real word, I've said it 4 or 5 times, is detailed-oriented. They were so dialed in, and we're going to need that from them, and they drove us tonight for sure.
We know it's just one game. We know it won't mean a bunch if you don't reel off a ton more wins over the next 81, but does it mean anything to your group? Did you make a statement tonight with the way you came out?
I'm not going to say a statement was made. I mean, they're going to be ready to go on Saturday. I know that group's really competitive, and we're going to have to play the same way. And I think, I don't think we made a statement, but I feel real confident in the way that we know how we can play, and we have a structure that we know we can, help us win. And that's the blueprint. Maybe not an 8-win win, but we can win like that 3-1, 3-2, 5-2, and we should expect to do so.
And what did you see from Hronek on your side tonight?
He's a great player. I mean, he can really skate. He defends. He works hard. He talks to you. We didn't have many offensive zone shifts, but just dealing with McDavid, I think we were a little safe tonight. But when we play against other teams in the league where we can open it up a bit, I think you're going to see me and him be really creative on the ozone blue line and making plays. But he's a great player. Like I said earlier, I've played with a lot of great D-men. He's probably the best one I've played with, and I'm really excited.
How about the penalty kill tonight? You guys give up the one, but you can gain some confidence from the way you played in terms of limiting some of their top guys.
That's another thing. I mean, they got a great power player. PK was great, and it struggled the last couple years. And I'm not going to go back to detailed-oriented, but I think everyone just knew what they were doing, and do your job, and that's the end of it. And the coaching staff, we couldn't have been more prepared for the game tonight. The coaching staff did an unbelievable job, and everyone knew their position, what was expected of them, what to do. 3 or 4 keys to the game that we needed to do, and that was our thing, and we were just really prepared.
When you talk about the confidence in the structure, how important are these next 2 days here with a team that's, they're going to be hungry on Saturday in their home opener?
Yeah, it's going to be really important. We're going to need to be poised in the first. They're going to come out really hard, and that's obvious. The crowd's going to be lively. They always are, and for us, like I said, I have confidence in our group. I think our maturity in the group's grown, including my own, and we're going to be ready to go. It's just, taking care of ourselves the next 2 days, getting rest tonight, getting rest tomorrow, and then being ready to go. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I mean, when you get a goal off your foot 5-hole from a pass below, almost at the goal line, it's pretty rare.
How much did you enjoy this as a start to this season after what you went through the last couple of years?
Yeah, it was great. Not just me personally, but our whole team, and I think we've all talked about, we got here early, we did what the coaches wanted, and us players want to do that too, and I'm just happy it paid off. I think kudos to us for coming in tonight and playing a really good hockey game all around, so we just got to build off it now.
Quinn talked about your summer and the work you put in. Where do you think you've made the most progress?
Yeah, I think, just mentally I've talked about it, just, kind of finding that motivation again and finding that peace with everything. So it was a really good summer, and I was itching to get back for a few months. So I was really looking forward to this game.
With that first shot, I mean, that's a goal scorer's type of shot. Was that something that, you've been looking to get back to?
Yeah, I mean, I think that just comes with playing with those guys, and, Millsy's so good with the puck below the dots, and anytime he gets it, I'm trying to find that soft area. And, the D came out early, so I just tried to get it off quick, and luckily it went in the back of the net.
I know you haven't been a consistent piece of PP1 the last few years with Bo here. You're there, and that just looks so good tonight. Just talk a bit about the confidence in the power play.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously it's something I take pride in, and obviously not killing, so I want to be a big part of the power play. But I think us core guys kind of have been together for a while, I'd say. So we kind of know what the plays we're looking for, and I just think we're snapping around really well, working off each other, and obviously it showed tonight.
Brock, all you've ever wanted to be was healthy and find peace.
Sorry, what?
Your first goal tonight.
Oh,
How
yeah.
much was that a part and parcel of everything you went through in the off season? I mean, your wrist shot tonight, the accuracy was there, the velocity was there. You picked the far side. It was kind of a going into the way back machine. I mean, nothing was bugging you physically. How good you feel when you release something like that and get that kind of goal?
Yeah, I think it just hard work pays off, and I made it through training camp healthy, and I worked hard this summer, so it's definitely a good feeling when that puck went in the net, and get starting the year off on the right foot this year.
Considering what you did in terms of the summer and the start tonight, where's the confidence level at right now?
I'd say it's pretty high.
Yeah. Is it like back to where, when you're scoring 25, 30 goals?
Yeah, I mean, I think, I kind of got to that mindset again in the summer of just, I got to be a better hockey player and really work hard. And, I came back, and, it just continues each and every day. Like, I have to have that same mindset tomorrow and the next practice and, the morning skate, and I just got to keep it going. And I think, just changing the mindset and being, really motivated, I think helps a lot.
Brock, you mentioned
a game that where you ever had a feeling where just the puck is going in for you every single time.
I think I told a few guys I don't think this has ever happened. So, just like the fourth one, the puck just falls on your stick. You can't really make it up.
You said Bantam was the last time
Probably.
you think you might have scored 4?
Probably, yeah.
You mentioned starting the season off on the right foot, quite literally in terms of your third goal. Can you walk me through the reaction when that one goes in?
Yeah, I mean, I know Pete was trying to seam pass it to Millsy, and that play was working a few times, and I just hit my foot, and I was looking for it, and next thing you know, I was in the back of the net. So it's a rare goal, but I'll definitely take it.
So you weren't working on the back heel over the summer?
Yeah, no, I don't think I was working on the kicking motion.
With regards to tonight and getting an 8-1 win, the team game, the way your line played, hard matched against McDavid all evening. We know the history here of tough starts. Is there a statement that your team has made of any kind with a performance like this evening?
I think just getting here early, it shows how committed we are to being better and raising that standard. And I know we've talked about it a lot, but I think we really feel it now. And but then again, we're going on a big road trip right now, so we got to continue to push to be better and get some big wins on this road trip.
You look at key points in games. People always talk about the PK scoreless game. You killed one off. 2-0 game. They score there. They could get back in the game. How big were those 2 PKs at those points of the game?
Oh, huge. We all know how the PK has been the last few years, and they brought in some new guys, and I think at the end of last year we were trending in the right direction. So I think we picked up where we left off, and it's a really good power play over there. So kudos to them.
You were challenged by Tocchet in the second half. You became a better player under his direction, Brock, in terms of your play away from the puck. Tonight, you not only had the goals, but you were positionally there. I mean, you're there for a tipping goal or a tapping goal or a rebound. How much do you credit him pushing you that hard and then responding to it in the offseason?
A lot.
Yeah.
He's the guy that really focuses on the small little details of the game, and I think that's in the back of your head. Like if you don't make a good play or in the wrong position, like you're sitting there and you're like, oh, I should have had better body positioning there, and I think that's a good thing to be in the back of your mind, just doing those little details, and he works not just with me but our whole team on that, so it's something that we got to continue to get better at.
Quinn mentioned that the team's preparation felt very complete tonight, that everybody was in the right mindset and ready to go. Did you sense that as well?
For sure, yeah. Just like I talked about, it starts when we all come here a couple weeks before camp starts, and just build that chemistry. And I think we've all been ready for the season to start for the last few weeks now.
Rick, what were you most proud of in terms of the way your team played?
I thought we checked really well. We started losing some bodies at the end. I thought the guys managed the game. That's something we've talked about. Some good goals. Some fun, some lucky goals too. Sometimes you got to be those help those lucky goals. But overall, I thought we checked well. We had a really good game plan. I thought the guys really stuck to our game plan.
How good do you feel for Brock?
Yeah. No, I know he was. He did some different training this year. I think he's had a good camp, and he knows that he's got to keep going. But it's nice. 4 goals, a couple of screens. Yeah, he was a big part of the game tonight.
Thatcher left the game in the third period. Do you have an update on exactly what
dehydrated? He was. He started to feel dehydrated, and then he didn't really want to come out. Then when he puked in his mask, I said, "You got to come out." So, what's that? Yeah, it's kind of went through our team. It's a couple of guys were dehydrated, so it kind of hit him. That's why I'm proud of him. The guy sucked it up. When you have a little bit of a bug, and he did. I think he might. I don't know. I thought he did, but he's.
Can I ask you about JT and just how well he matched up against the McDavid line?
Yeah, he want. I like that matchup for and I had that line last year in a matchup role. Playing a 200-foot game is tough. But yeah, I mean, McDavid's a tough. I mean, he's an all-world. He's a tough guy to check. Very rarely going to check him. Every night it's very tough. But he got some help from obviously Bess and DiGiuseppe. That line was pretty good. And and Huggy and Hronek, when they were out there too, they did a nice job. We were connected as 5. Not one guy can check McDavid. It's impossible.
With Huggy and Hronek,
yeah.
You can control your matchups a little bit. Being at home, it might be harder on the road. Is there some potential advantages to splitting them up so maybe one of them can get out there against that line a bit more?
Yeah, I thought Footy did a good job. He kind of mixed and matched a little bit. Yeah, on the road, yeah. I think we're going to have to spread it around until we get some healthy bodies back.
Is Brock quicker than last year?
Yeah, I think there's an extra. Yeah, I do see that. Yes, I do see that. I think his training. Different training helped them.
And just setting up this is as tough as it goes to start the season.
It's what?
This is as tough as it goes to start the season. You talked about JT and the challenge of it. I mean, was that something you had raised with him, or did he find that on his own, that sort of knowing that he was going to go up against?
Yeah, I've talked to JT a lot last year and this summer, and he knows his role. He knows his point. He knows his points will come, but he's willing to be in certain situations. I don't want to call him a checker, but a 200-foot guy. And he likes that role. Like a couple of times they went over. I didn't even have to tell him. They knew that that was the matchup we had tonight.
Rick, Quinn talked a lot tonight about really being ready to play, detail-oriented. And sometimes when there's a lot of goals and you can take your foot off the gas, I thought tonight it was the little things. A guy like Lafferty winning a board battle in his own zone, make sure you get the puck out, going to the net, drawing a penalty, being good on the PK, Giuseppe starting a cycle to start a goal. all the little things seem to add up. How important was that tonight? That you guys seem to be really focused on the details.
Yeah, you're up 4-5-1, and you see the guy not cheating. That's the stuff. That's the stuff we got. You got a stamp. But we don't want that stuff around here. That's the selfless hockey when a guy's cheating, trying to make it 6-1 in the wrong way. I don't want guys to back up, but first forechecker, instead of going behind the net and falling, he's coming above the net, knowing that his job is to be over guys. Maybe in the past guys would go around the net. All of a sudden it's a 3-on-2 or 4-on-2 because we're cheating a little bit. But I felt even last year we chipped away at that part of our game.
Quinn talked about the confidence in the structure, and that's why there's a lot of success in this game. How do you build on that with the same team that you're facing after an 8-1 win, a couple days to work on it?
It's hard to win, right? So it's hard to keep doing those little things, and that's repetition, that's accountability. That's all of us, being accountable, staying on top of each other. Hey, listen, good win for us, but I hate to say tomorrow's back to work. Even keel, and we have to be. This game can turn on you quickly if you don't respect it. So we'll respect this game. Good effort, and we'll come in and work tomorrow.
There was 8 goals to celebrate, but it felt like the bench, the loudest they were at the end. A shot block from Noah Juleson at the end. Is that's the type of player you need to have on your back end?
Yeah, like Dakota gets in a fight, he blocks a shot. The bench is alive. That's just team stuff that you like to see. Yeah, I mean, he eats 40 seconds left. He eats a puck. A lot of guys would have turned out of the way, but if he's scratching and clawing trying to stay in the lineup, good for him.
Coach, you look at turning points in the game. The PK kills one off, scoreless. They kill the other one off. It was 2-0. Edmonton scores, could be 2-1 to the ball game. How big were those 2 penalty kills?
The penalty kill's been good this all training camp. We've really worked on it. Mike Yo's done a nice job teaching our philosophies. And I think guys like Teddy, he obviously didn't play tonight, but he set the pace in training camp. Guys like that, we're down a couple of guys now on the penalty kill, but we had about 7 or 8 guys that could penalty kill for us. Penalty kill is a momentum and it's confidence. I mean, their power play is outrageous how good they are. So it's nice to be able to shut it down a little bit, but they'll be coming again. They're too good, so we have to make sure that we stay in our staples.
What's a win do in terms of reinforcement, in terms of what you guys are selling to your players, details, paying attention to little things? And you get a win like tonight, obviously, it kind of makes that message come through a lot clearer, I guess.
Well, I think in the room, the guys will say to each other, hey, we got to stay with it. We got to keep our, I know I keep saying staples, but that's something that we have to, our team has to do that if we want to be successful. And that's, they got to drive the bus on that too, and I think that we're chipping away at that.
You had Miller hard matched against McDavid throughout the evening.
Yep.
Come out of that matchup up 3 on the scoreboard and out shooting them pretty wildly. What was the key to that success? What does it mean for JT in particular to have a shutdown night like that against a guy like that?
Yeah, I think we're really connected. I don't think one guy can shut down. Maybe I don't even know if 2 guys, but 5 guys. If you're in the right spots, you can contain them. They had some looks, and Demmer was there for us, but you got to be connected. There's certain things that we try to do against them. They work tonight. Hopefully, it works Saturday. But I'm sure they're going to have some wrinkles at us come Saturday night.
How crucial was it? Because it did seem like he wasn't slingshotting through the neutral zone that often. It happens a few times, but it seemed like you were able to win enough battles up front that they didn't come at your D with speed very often in the game. Yeah,
I thought, I don't quote me on it, but I thought they had about a 3-minute shift because they had a couple power plays he was on. So but I thought there were some times where they were on the ice a lot, and sometimes maybe it takes a while to get them going again. So and we held the fort. It was it was a little bit of rope-a-dope sometimes by playing in structure and giving them the outside. And I thought some guys did a nice job in that.
It's just one game.
Yeah.
But the recent history here.
Yeah.
is there a statement of any kind, even if it's just to your own group, that your team was able to make tonight?
Well, I think, listen, it's one game. You know, obviously everything went our way tonight, and I'm proud of the guys. But you know, this is a long haul. This is a long haul, and we have to stay in our. Got to keep our boots on the ground, like we. And I heard a couple of guys with 5 minutes left say, you know, listen. And I told you guys, you know, we're not ordering rings around here. It's one game, and it was a good game, and now we just. But you can still learn, like you learn from it, and you can feel good about it. It's just that you got to come back to earth a little bit tomorrow, and that's really kind of our learning lesson.